Miami-Dade is home to more than 2.7 million people, and by 2045, the metro population will grow by nearly 1 million. This is where we live, work, play, raise our families, connect with others, exchange goods and services, and live our fullest lives. But how does our community pay for transportation improvements needed to accommodate growth? Building upon the adoption of the SMART Plan, which invests in 6 public transit corridors, county leaders understand that in order to keep Miami moving forward, questions around how we fund our multimodal network, which includes walking, biking, transit, and roadway improvements, will be as important as ever. Miami's explosive growth in the 1980s led to the adoption of the current road impact fee. The road impact fee requires each new development to help pay for road improvements due to increased use and impacts created by that new development. Since 2015 alone, the road impact fee has generated nearly $1 billion for road improvement projects like new roadways, added lanes, and intersection improvements. However, residents and leaders alike recognize it's time for more investments in sidewalks, trails, bike paths, and other public transportation. The new mobility fee is the next step in Miami's evolving and innovative transportation future. It adapts the current road impact fee to ensure new development pays for needed roadway, transit, walking, and biking improvements. On average, the mobility fee has a similar total cost as the current road impact fee. It has similar collection methods and flexible spending. It reflects existing county policies and meets all legal requirements as well. The calculations for the new mobility fee are based on 4 steps: a new development's type and size, the development's location, the new facility needs and types of improvements, and finally, the costs of those improvements. Developments of different types and sizes generate different numbers of new trips, and Step 1 calculates that every development generates a different number of trips. So for instance, an office building typically generates around 20 trips per day for every 1,000 square feet. So a new 6-story, 50,000 square foot office building will generate 1,000 new trips each day. A multifamily apartment building typically generates about 8 trips per day for each apartment unit. So a building with 50 units creates 400 trips per day. Step 2, location. The location of new development influences the types of transportation used to travel to and from that new development.
The mobility fee divides the county into 4 zones. Zone 1 consists of downtown Miami and an overlay of all the SMART Plan corridors and surrounding areas. Zones 2, 3, and 4 radiate from downtown, covering the rest of the county. The fee differs by zone based on the differences in how people travel and the facilities they use. For example, people are 3 times more likely to walk, bike, and use transit in downtown Miami than in the suburbs of Zone 4.
The third step determines new facility needs, or how much new infrastructure is needed to support all the new trips created by new development. Factoring in the total new trips and the day-to-day transportation patterns from Step 1 and 2, this step calculates future facility needs. How many new miles of roads will be needed? How many new transit seats will be needed? And how many new bike lanes or sidewalks will be needed to support the new development? The final step determines the cost of new infrastructure due to new development. For each of the 3 primary modes, driving, public transit, and pedestrian and biking, this step assigns a portion of the cost shared by the developer based on the facility needs determined in previous steps. These 4 steps outline the calculation process of the new mobility fee. It is a cutting-edge process that uses all the latest data fine-tuned to the county context. The new mobility fee also has a range of new advantages. Not only is it the same cost on average, as the road impact fee, but it will help pay for diverse multimodal improvements. One way to understand these advantages is by imagining a new development near downtown. Previously, the road impact fee would be 100% dedicated for roads. The new mobility fee instead will provide new funding for public transit, bike, and pedestrian improvements, while still providing the necessary funding for roads. For county residents, the mobility fee helps fund more diverse and efficient transportation options, which in turn supports healthy, more sustainable, more walkable neighborhoods. For each new development, the mobility fee will pay for improvements used by that new development. This is a rational nexus legal requirement. The mobility fee also provides greater flexibility around where and how to spend the fees. It gives the county flexibility to spend on high priority projects, especially projects that combine different modes of transportation. Furthermore, the mobility fee simplifies and reduces the number of spending districts from 9 to 5 and allows for fees collected in any district to be spent in adjacent districts. In sum, the mobility fee is an innovative update to the current road impact fee. The mobility fee helps pay for much needed and diverse multimodal improvements. It supports county plans and policies. It meets all the impact fee legal requirements, and it provides greater spending flexibility for more diverse transportation options. The new mobility fee will help make Miami-Dade a better place for a better future.